Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to list the celebrities that we tragically lost because of their own fans. Let's get right into it. The celebrities appear more accessible than ever nowadays because of the age of social media and the 24-hour news cycle. However, even before the internet, some obsessive fans went way too far with their love. Famous actors, artists, and athletes, for example, are all at risk of being targeted by a random act of violence perpetrated by someone they don't even know. Devotion can swiftly and easily turn deadly, and the celebrities that'll be mentioned tragically, they paid the price with their deaths. Here are several celebrities who have been murdered by their own fans. On December 8, 1980, 40-year-old Beatles hero music and music star John Lennon was shot 5 times in the back outside of his Manhattan apartment building by Beatles fan Mark David Chapman, who oddly foretold his own demise. Why? We still got no idea. According to an independent source, Chapman was given numerous contradictory motives for killing Lennon, including a desire for fame and his spiritual convictions. Chapman revealed in 2010 that he had a hit list that included Elizabeth Taylor, Paul McCartney, and the late-night legend Johnny Carson, but that he chose Lennon out of convenience. He also expressed hatred of Lennon's hit Imagine, which he believed made the iconic musician a communist and a hypocrite.
He told us to imagine no possessions, and there he was, with millions of dollars and yachts and farms and country estates, laughing at people like me who believed the lies and bought the records and built a part of their lives around his music.
Chapman was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison a year after the murder and was denied parole for the 11th time in 2020. Ironically, Chapman's desire for fame was cited as one of the reasons for his parole refusal in 2018, with the board writing that if he were released, someone may attempt or succeed in harming you out of anger or revenge, for the same reason that you did to John Lennon, to assume notoriety. Despite the fact that the sitcom My Sister Sam only lasted 2 years, Rebecca Schaeffer was the show's breakout star and was on her way to being Hollywood's next big thing. On July 18, 1989, the 21-year-old was murdered and killed at her doorway of a Hollywood home by a stalking fan named Robert John Bardo, who had been following her for 3 years. Bardo continued to write her letters, but this obsession took a sinister turn when he hired a private investigator to use the California Department of Motor Vehicles to track down her home address. Schaeffer was auditioning for a role in The Godfather 3 and expected the script to be delivered to her door, but instead was greeted by Bardo. He returned a second time, this time armed with a .357 handgun. Schaeffer's last words, according to Bardo, were, "Why? Why?" during a jailhouse interview. The following year, Bardo was sentenced to life in prison. The Driver's Protection Act was passed in response to these senseless and violent murders, making it illegal to collect or share personal information from a California resident's DMV records. Pam Dauber, Schaeffer's My Sister Sam's co-star, told ABC News in 2019 that she still feels guilty about the incident. "I was so devastated, as everyone else was as well. I thought of Rebecca every day of my life for 2 years," she said. Legendary fashion mogul Gianni Versace was walking back to his Miami mansion from a coffee run on the morning of July 15, 1997, when he was shot twice in the back of the head by spree killer Andrew Cunanan. He was 50 years old at the time. Cunanan claimed to have met the fashion icon in 1990 and boasted that the two were friends, according to Vanity Fair. Versace actually denied those allegations, though, and police were unable to discover why Versace was being pursued. According to CNN, Miami Beach Police Richard Barreto remarked at the time,
"I don't know that we're ever gonna get the answers."
Cunanan's cross-country murder spree took the lives of 5 men, including the name behind a famous fashion company. Cunanan's body was discovered on a Miami houseboat 6 days after Versace's murder, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. V. Ryan Murphy produced The Assassination of Gianni Versace, an American crime story, which premiered in 2018 to the disgust of Versace's family. "The Versace family has neither authorized nor had any involvement whatsoever in the forthcoming TV series about the death of Mr. Gianni Versace," their statement read. They also added, "Since Versace did not authorize the book on which it is partly based, nor has it taken part in the writing of the screenplay, this TV series could only be considered a work of fiction." Christina Grimmie's career showed that she was on the verge of becoming a celebrity at the age of 22. Grimmie was positioned to take the music industry by storm after finishing third on The Voice and releasing 2 studio albums. On June 10, 2016, all that promise was shattered when crazy fan Kevin Loibl fatally shot her 4 times at a meet and greet at a concert in Orlando. According to the Daily Mail, a witness said Grimmie stretched her arms to the killer, ready to meet him with a hug. Her brother immediately leaped over the merchandise booth to confront Loibl, but he was able to flee and then killed himself nearly instantly. Described by his friend as a loner with an unrealistic infatuation with the singer, the 27-year-old Loibl spent most of his waking hours watching Christina on YouTube, as well as constantly monitoring her social media accounts, and even went to great lengths to change his appearance with rapid weight loss, and also LASIK, teeth whitening, hair implants, just so he could be more attractive to his obsession. Grimmie's family filed a wrongful death claim against the venue 6 months after her death due to the weak security that failed to identify Loibl's 2 firearms. According to Orlando Fox 35, the lawsuit was dropped 3 years later with no explanation given. And that's it for today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of the future content we make for you guys. I'm sorry this one was not as happy if you've ever heard my voice before. But, hey man, stuff happens. Take it easy everybody, we're gonna sign off now, but I'll catch you guys in the next one.